Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? We back talking sports with the Know It Alls. It's your boy, the Know It All, with Big Ralph. Before we do every show, I always say love 1030, love you, mom. And before we get started, I want you to like, subscribe to the channel, hit that comment, give us a rating, give us 5 stars, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to give you more content. So once you like it and join, you get a new content every time we do it, you know what I'm saying? So the purpose of our show I do before every podcast is just two guys in a barbershop giving barbershop talk. But a lot of people don't see what's going on in the barbershop. We give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, let's get started. What's up, everybody? Talking sports with the Know It All. So before we get started, there will be no Chicago Bear talk this week. Ant not here, so me and Ralph are not Bear fans. So you Bear fans thinking we finna talk Bear talk, the hell off this show this week. No Bear talk this week. On that note, what is going on is first, as you can see with my hat, baseball season's finna start. My White Sox gonna be our White Sox probably be
They're gonna lose
top 5 pick, getting ready for the top 5 pick in the draft. So that's all we're gonna talk about. We ain't gonna talk about nothing else.
Send help.
Exactly. But on that note, NCAA March Madness has started. We in the Sweet 16 now. A lot of upsets, which is what makes March Madness so good. One of the first upsets, Kentucky. To me, my personal thing is with Kentucky losing, you got too many young guys playing against grown men, and they always come back to bite them. As far as Coach Cal, a lot of people want Cal fired. Do you think he should be fired?
Probably so. I mean, at this point, he going to Kentucky now is just basically you going to play a year, maybe 2 at worst, and going to the league. So he basically just I wouldn't even say getting you ready for the league. He just basically having you play that 1 year to meet your eligibility requirements by the NBA and the NCAA, and go from there. So
Kentucky is basically G League Ignite.
yeah,
It's basically G League Ignite. You know what I'm saying?
he don't get nobody to stay. I think the last player to stay long was Willie Cauley-Stein. Like, that's the last one. I mean, he had a decent career. Well, not really, but try to get him a little
He's done less with more talent than anybody I've seen. I don't knock him for getting guys. It's a double-edged sword. I don't knock you for getting guys to the league, but it's like, come on, dude, win. That's what you
You got a program. Like, your thing is to, okay, I'm going to try to get my players to league, but I also got a program to run. So instead of you getting 10 5-star recruits, how about, okay, let me make
3,
that
and then
maybe about 4 or 5, maybe 6 5-star, then sprinkle in some 3 and 4 stars who might not necessarily make it to the league, or who actually might do make it to the league, but they're going to stay 2 to 4 years because of the fact that they don't have as much talent as the other players do. That's 5 stars.
But saying that, we know he not gonna get fired. He probably got 5-star recruits coming next year. So next year,
I think they got the number 1 class. Nah, Duke got the number 1 class, but I know they top 5.
So coming next year, we'll be back at the same spot when they lose in the second round to Loyola. You know what I'm saying? So another thing about the tournament, what team have impressed you or shocked you this first weekend of the tournament?
I would actually say Creighton. Creighton actually has played very well. For them to be the 3 seed too, I actually thought they might have been. I thought at first they might have been a little over ranked at first and all. I thought they would have been overseeded with that 3 seed. I thought they probably got maybe a 4 or 5 or so. But I was actually surprised. They actually played well the whole year too, and they actually showed that they can compete with bigger teams too, especially if they win Sunday. So they actually show that, if they get down, they actually got enough talent to come back and keep their poise. And McDermott does a good job at coaching now. Like this ain't, it's not his first time going through.
No doubt.
So I think they really showed me this weekend, out of all the teams, out of the 15 teams that's left, that they're probably one of the teams that was like most surprising to me.
Well, for me, I'm gonna say Illinois because I don't rock with, even though we in Chicago and stuff, I don't rock with a lot of state or city schools. I was expecting Illinois second round at the most, but they looking like they can make the Elite Eight. So I've been impressed with what they're doing. Another team that's a surprise, but it's not a surprise. It's a 50-50. For me, is NC State. Even though they ended the season hot, a lot of teams end the season like that, then boom, first round they gone.
They comparing them to their championship team back in the 80s. I don't know
going
why,
but
but I mean, just because of the miracle part.
Yeah.
That's it. Because that
shit finna come to an end in a minute.
Yeah.
But
you know
I'm
who
looking
else?
at they run. Who else you think?
You know what surprised me? I mean, they're eliminated, but two teams was James Madison and Grand Canyon. They actually really surprised me. Well, the first game they really surprised me for how they beat both of the teams that they beat.
Right.
They just ran them off the court, but then y'all came back in the second round. Y'all just
they was on the high. They
like
won their
y'all
championship.
Y'all forgot that y'all had to play. I actually thought, I'm a Duke fan. I actually thought that they was gonna get Duke a problem, James Madison. Yeah. And Duke came in there and was like, nah, bro, let me show you why we in the ACC.
We ain't even let you
play
get
with
no
y'all.
confidence.
And they came right in and beat I forgot who Grand Canyon played, but they came out flat as well. They didn't come out pressing like they did in their first in round one. So I was impressed with them, but now they out, don't even matter. So, but good programs, Bryce Drew and all them. So good programs.
On the flip side, the women's tournament, which is by far has been more exciting. But I expect the men's tournament this weekend to pick it up. The women's tournament is more exciting to me because we know the names more. Because people are staying in school later, so you get to grow, which has hurt the men's game for a while now. But as far as the women's, the whole weekend was exciting. So other than the big dogs. Which team, you can say the big dogs because they can impress you by how they, what team impressed you this weekend with what they did in the women's?
Middle Tennessee State, first half against LSU. They played very well. They had LSU on the ropes. Second half, Kim Mulkey made her adjustments. But the first half, they really impressed me. I was surprised. But now that I think about it, the team that really surprised me was Colorado beating Kansas State. That was a very good game. They played well, and I didn't know Colorado women's team had that many dogs on their team. I mean, besides Deion Daughter, who really didn't play too much, but for the other players, they was out there balling. And K-State, they played at K-State too, so not the easiest place to play at. So I would say Colorado's the team that really impressed me there. They probably get smacked Friday, but that was the team that really impressed me over the weekend. Besides, the big schools and big schools.
Well, for me, I was impressed because I hate this school with a passion. No matter what sport they in, I hate them. Ohio State lost.
Duke.
Other than Duke. That's just.
Carol Lawson.
Ohio State lost, so that was great for me. Notre Dame for me. South Carolina, that's... No explanation needed. USC, no explanation needed. I was impressed with Notre Dame. I love Hannah Hidalgo. Mm-hmm. She's a dog. If she stay all 4 years, she gonna shatter the steals record in the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? But I just like
Juju gonna get the scoring record.
Oh, no doubt. I just like the grittiness of all these female teams. I was impressed with Syracuse yesterday.
Yeah.
I was impressed with Syracuse. But just the women, everything is fundamental. So that's what's so good about it. And they gotta play. Basically, they gotta play. So
I like how West Virginia rattled Caitlin Clark.
I ain't gonna even speak on that game before I get canceled.
They was on
it.
And you know what? Shout out to Paige Buchers too, cause how she was out there. Coming out that ACL injury and all, and just was balling. She was out there hooping. Shout out to her for That's just hooping. But
But
still,
I'm gonna
Juju
speak
gonna
on
take them all out.
I'm gonna speak on the Iowa West Virginia game. Skip that. Iowa is Duke 91. Caitlin Clark is Christian Laettner all over again. If you know, you know. If you don't, you had to be there. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
So out of the top girls team, we got. I'm gonna say out of these four: USC, South Carolina, Iowa, LSU. If I'm gonna throw a fifth team in there, no, six: Notre Dame and UConn. Which two do you think won't make it?
Iowa
next weekend.
Iowa, and because them and LSU gonna play in the Elite Eight, and probably Notre Dame. UConn has experience. South Carolina. LSU got experience. So yeah. Next topic. Before we get into NBA, we got I'm gonna call it a prize fight that we got coming. We got Mike Tyson's Punch Out coming to live stream. Mike Tyson is fighting Jake Paul.
He said Glass Joe.
I'm interested in the fight. I've been seeing a lot of Mike Tyson workouts. I don't care if the man is 57. He's a one-hitter quitter waiting to happen. I have my thoughts on it. I know Mike Tyson don't need the bag, but they trying to make him, Jake Paul, somewhat relevant. I really want Mike to knock him out, but it's a publicity thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the people who gonna watch for Mike to knock him out, the people gonna fight who like Jake Paul, and some people gonna watch it just to see Mike get embarrassed. Hope the old man get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't surprise me if Mike lost, because it wouldn't taint nothing he's done in the past. And then even if he lose, they're gonna say, well, he almost 60. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's a win-win. It's a lose-lose to me, no matter what for Mike. And Mike can't go the distance with him. I think Mike got to knock him out if he gonna win. If he go the distance, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Do I want to see him knock him out? I want to hit it like a 3-piece in the stomach, a body shot, and an uppercut, and throw in a towel. You know what I'm saying?
I think this is a complete joke. Like, I understand, okay, boxing's not as exciting as it used to be because we don't really have no big name heavyweights, because that's always was led boxing. But I think this is a joke. This might be worse than when him and Roy Jones did it during the pandemic. Like, this is just... At least Roy was an experienced fighter, though. Jake Paul, I know he got like 20-plus fights.
Mike wasn't in shape when he fought Roy Jones.
He looked like he tried to kill Roy Jones, too.
Yeah.
But, and see, if you got to put stipulations on the fight, then it's like, that's the joke part to me. It's like, why you, whatever
I don't even know what the
is,
stipulations are, but to me, that take away the luster. Yeah. The only reason I'm going to watch it because they fighting the day after my birthday.
But I think it's a lose-lose for both sides, because Mike, okay, you knock him out, okay, so you knocked out Jake Paul, woo out the band. Jake Paul, don't matter if he lose or win. If you win, they can be like, oh, you beat a 60-year-old. Like you fought your grandfather.
Like, you always fight. You don't never fight nobody.
Yeah. So it's like you fought a person that's 40 years past his prime. And so it's like, it's not a win for either one, besides the big publicity. So it's a payday for both of them. But I think they're really just trying to, I think for Jake Paul's sake, he's trying to get some type of leverage so that he can be seen as a bigger star in boxing. And, I mean, to be honest with you, he is kind of like a star with it coming from YouTube to do it. But, I mean, if they got a lot of stipulations in that fight, like I think they do, like how that Roy Jones fight was, it's going to be trash. Now, Mike Tyson, on the other hand, you forgot, ain't mentally stable all the time either.
If he ain't smoked his weed, it could be a problem.
That dog in him
it could be
come out real quick, and he get to throwing them hands too fast for a 57-year-old man. And as fast as he's still throwing his hands.
Muscle memory.
Man, look, he hit Paul too fast in one of them wrong spots, and you're going to see Jake Paul fall. And then, like I said,
shit on himself.
Yeah, if he hit him, and then Mike Tyson, he don't fight you far. He fights you right up on you. So he always knocks your power out. So if you can't sit there and actually have a grudge type fight with him, you done. If you can't sit there and actually take them blows to your rib cage and your stomach, man, come on, man. Because as soon as he come up, as soon as you drop your hands, it's over with.
Exactly. NCAA ain't the only thing going on. We winded down with the NBA season. And if you hadn't seen the standings in the West, the defending champs are in first place now. They've been lurking all year. Now it's getting close to the playoffs. They're making their move. So in the West, I got a two-part question. In the West, can anybody beat Denver? I think no. But in the East, do you think it's a foregone conclusion that Boston will make the finals?
No. I think Boston's even let me look at them yesterday. He lost to Atlanta. Like, he was up 30 almost, 20 or 30 points, and you lose. You came back. It shows what you're susceptible to.
The reason they lost yesterday is the reason why I don't think they're going to go far. Because they was up 30, and they still was jacking threes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I've always say I see them going out in the second round. It wouldn't surprise me if a team like Indiana or Cleveland.
I think they'll make the conference finals.
I got them second round.
But I say the whole time, I think Miami's pretty much done this year. I don't think they're going to make any type of surprise runs this year. Because Jimmy Butler, I don't know what they just ain't vibing over there this year. Milwaukee, you always got to worry about because the Giannis over there. Then you got Damian Lillard. So I think they'll be still a problem. And then you got to, surprising people like Bobby Portis is still balling. So I think that'll be their problem is playing Milwaukee. Now, they could run into a problem with Indiana because they do have that talent, but they're not. Only person on the team that really that's been playing long in the playoffs is Siakam. And, by him winning that ring. So, other than that, in the East, Cleveland could because they got size they can body with them, but at the same time, Donovan Mitchell been hurt almost all year. So
I think a lot of these guys are doing, and I hate to use this, are doing like the LeBron approach, getting injuries to refresh themselves. Then they come back with like 7 games to go to get back in the groove. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that cost your team.
And I know.
That's some punk stuff too. Play all the games, man. You getting paid.
Come on, man.
If you can play. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they actually hurt or not. If they are, cool. I don't know your body. I ain't know if they're with you. So, but if you can play. You know what I'm saying? But, the East, like I said, it's always in me. The East will always come down to Boston or Milwaukee at this point in time. So we'll see where we go from there. But, like, the West, I don't see nobody beating Denver, man. Like, Denver, OKC has a shot because they can try to use their young, but they're just not.
They got a shot to get a foot in their ass.
They just don't have they haven't been there long enough.
They're too young.
And they too young, so they have to learn. They remind me of that old OKC team with KD and all. But at the same time, you still got to worry about. I don't think the Lakers or Golden State is going to make any type of nothing. Like, both of them are playing in the play-in games. They're going to play each other in the play-in game, and that's going to be that.
Look, them, the Lakers, Golden State, the Lakers, and Phoenix, all going to be in the play-in.
Yeah. But you know what? I saw this the other day on KG Certified. Him and Paul Pierce were talking about, you actually have, this could be the one time where Golden State and the Lakers could possibly miss the playoff. It's a long shot, but it can happen. One of them might miss it.
I hope it happens. Just for some new blood.
But it was funny because they were saying that also that the NBA will make that little call, that little hit the Buffalo Wild Wings, but like, hold on, we can't do this. Like, we can't have our biggest stars not playing.
Eventually, you're going to have to have
Well, you're going to have to.
So it's like, might as well.
But would you want to see, Houston is the 11th seed. Would you want to see Houston in there?
That happens, man. But I really don't want to see the Lakers get smashed again like last year.
The Lakers, they showed against Denver that Anthony Davis just
soft.
Yeah, because I wouldn't necessarily call him soft. I would just say he wasn't ready for that big stage like they thought he was in terms of playing. I mean, he did have good games, but they was abusing him.
He should be calling the Lakers, could y'all please sign Boogie?
I don't know why they didn't sign Boogie. You should be going out and get you some dogs to play. a Boogie or even getting a Dwight Howard. You just need some big bodies
To let Anthony Davis play the 4.
Yes.
It's obvious.
and let
no
them play
part of
Joker.
the 5.
Yeah,
He don't
and
want
let them
no part of the 5.
because he's really out of tune playing the 5. Even on offense too, because you got 5s guarding him instead of 4s. 4s he can take advantage of. 5s he not doing so because he playing them more physical. So all that trying to get up and body with them now, he gonna start going more finesse, which is what he been doing. So, but yeah, Denver.
I thought I wasn't going to talk football this week, but got to, even though both our teams. It seems that Jim Harbaugh, to me, thinks he's smarter than everybody by pubbing up his quarterback.
Hey, man, his pro day is amazing.
But he pubbed up his quarterback, and I see right through it. He at number 5. He want to get more picks. So he trying to pump up his boy to get a goofball to trade up to Minnesota to trade they 2 first-round picks and probably their first-round pick next year to move up to 5 to get him so he could stack up his squad. It's a genius move, and I can't believe these people going for it. But I think your team should trade back.
They probably will.
But y'all owner just said today he want a young quarterback.
He want Jaden Daniels from LSU too. He want him too. But what impressed me with J.J. McCarthy was his pro day. For one, I didn't know he can throw the ball that far. I didn't know he could throw 60.
I'm not a fan of pro days.
I mean, I don't like him either because it's like playing in the park.
Everything is set up to be perfect for you.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
It's set up for you to look good because you're throwing to receivers that know you.
Time.
So a pro day, I really don't know.
I was impressed with it though, and I really don't watch. I watched his and I watched Caleb Williams pro day, and it was, man. I was like I said, I was impressed because I said I didn't know he could throw the ball that far. So I didn't know he could actually throw the ball almost 60 yards, which impressed me because I didn't know his arm was that strong. But on the flip side, like you were saying too, I also heard too, Arizona was talking about moving up, trying to get that pick from Minnesota, trading Kyler Murray because we know Minnesota needs a quarterback. So he was saying trade Kyler Murray up to Minnesota, get the 5th pick. Arizona comes up to the field. Minnesota moves back. Then they draft J.J. McCarthy. Then Arizona drafts J.J. McCarthy. And go from that, but
when they come to the draft, it'd be a lot of rumors. Then nothing happened.
Of course, and then a lot of things happen.
They'll be talking about J.J. McCarthy going in the top 5, and he'll get drafted in the middle of the 2nd round,
which is cool. Man.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying how they do a lot of these players. They overvalue these players, and they be falling. They be like, what happened here?
I think the best thing for especially a quarterback getting drafted is to come to a team that has a quarterback already that's playing. Don't matter how bad they are or how good they are, they got a quarterback already, and you can sit back and watch how fast the program is.
Whoever goes to Minnesota, they're getting the keys from day one.
Yeah, and you might have a problem too, because then you have, if you can't get the ball to them dogs, you will have a problem.
So they got it to me. Hey, Minnesota, do me a favor, draft Bo Nix. Draft Bo Nix so the Broncos don't do the dummy.
And you know, it's funny something that you said too. All of a sudden, Berman Bo Nix's talk was way up here at first. Now it's true. You ain't heard nothing about Bo Nix in the last few weeks.
Just like Penix. You ain't heard nothing about Penix.
You ain't heard about Penix the whole time.
I think I know why. But
them bad knees of his too.
Nah, I just think they just bogus on that. But
I think he might be one of them quarterbacks who get to the right team. You forget he there because he sat behind. However, I mean, prime example is Jordan Love. Everybody talk crazy about him, and not
the Rams. The Rams.
Yeah, well, you can go sit.
He'll go to the Rams, sit behind Stafford for a year or two, be right back rolling.
Same thing. I think Detroit. Detroit's going to draft a quarterback too, and they'll sit behind Goff for a year, maybe 2. They'll come in. Now you know the system. You'll come in, they'll get the role. That's the best thing for a quarterback.
Detroit, you should draft Bo Nix. That'll be a good move for you. I mean, even though he the same age as Jared Goff, but he got less wear and tear on his body.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. I think the quarterback. We all know that's the prime position in football, but that's also the most important position in terms of when you get drafted, depending on where you go, because you get drafted to a crap team. Everybody can't turn around like a Peyton Manning did when he was even trash his first year and a half. So everybody can't turn it around.
First year, don't do year and a half.
Year and a half, gotcha. He ain't Brady. So you can't turn it around like them. You got certain quarterbacks, the generation that can turn situations around. Every one of them can't do that. And then too, you got to have the pieces around you. Or if you're a good quarterback, you make everybody else around you better because you understand where everything's going. You know who's hitting this gap. You know who's going to hit that gap. You know, okay, the ball needs to go here. I need that linebacker to go here. Let me move my eyes here. You understand that, but you only understand that sometimes either by playing or sometimes actually just sit back looking from that veteran, like an Aaron Rodgers did with Jordan Love. So Jordan Love was so good last year. We'll see how he is this year. But and a lot of other ones. I don't know what's going to go on with that boy, who's the Jets backup, Wilson. I don't know what's going on with him with that. I don't know if he'll get the same thing from Rodgers, but we'll see.
With all these moves going on, it makes me excited for fantasy. It makes me excited for fantasy football. Well, on that note, like I say, you got baseball starting this week. Me and Ralph are Sox fans, so we really don't have that much to look forward to this year. We're being honest. The one team I am looking forward to is the Dodgers. I don't know about Big Lurch.
Shohei might be out for the year if that
He ain't.
gambling stuff go against him.
He won't.
To be honest, I'm not looking for no certain team. I don't think off the top of my head right now. I'm looking at certain players. I want to see my boy Tim Anderson. I want to see how he gonna bounce back and if he gonna actually be good with Miami. I don't know if he actually made. I think he actually did make it to. I know he made the roster, but I don't know if he's gonna actually start. I'm pretty sure he should. He got the talent too. But that's what I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna do, and actually have people behind him. Like the White Sox gave up on him, but
too much going on.
There was a lot going on, but then hopefully he got his head right, so he actually can go. So I'm rooting for him. I'm hoping him and Jake Burger, because I was a big Jake Burger fan too. I was mad the Sox got rid of him, but I hope both of them do. Them two players I'm looking forward to seeing that they might not be on nobody else's radar, but I want to see them. The team wise, I mean, Dodgers, whatever. Don't you know how we did the Justin Fields trade talk? How about Mike Trout? He's gonna get traded this year, I think. I think this is it for him. I don't think he's going no further. He basically ruining his career sitting out there in Anaheim still.
Man, he getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, you getting paid, but at the end of the time, is it more about getting paid or is it about winning?
I think it's more about getting from.
He gonna get that check regardless.
We'll see. On that note, it's another show. Ladies, this is a challenge to you guys, to you ladies. I get a lot of women saying that you don't have women on the show with you. That's because I don't think y'all know sports. Now let me stop before I get canceled. It's an open invitation. We have a seat in between me and Ralph that you can come on the panel and discuss some of these topics that we discussing. You can hit us in the inbox. You can hit us in the comments. Let us know what topic that you're good at. If it's football, if it's basketball, maybe some women who good at baseball. You know what I'm saying? And we'll bring you on the show with that topic. So I don't want nobody to think we not fair on here and all that. We don't want the ladies saying we sexist and all that. Because we love y'all. We know y'all know sports too and stuff. I give y'all credit where credit is due. So it's an open invitation if you want to come on. On that note, it's your boy the Know-It-All, Big Ralph. My boy Mike behind the scenes. My boy Ant out working. He couldn't be here this week. Also, check out Nikki Nick. Beats, Sneaks, and Eats. She cooking. Got good food. She got good music, good vibe. She got the Love Jones vibe going when she cook. You know what I'm saying? Go check out on Instagram. Check out Beats, Sneaks, and Eats. Check out. She always got a pop-up going on somewhere. So maybe you can catch one of them pop-ups and show the homegirl some love. You know what I'm saying? Check out our food. But on that note, it's the Know-It-All. We'll catch you on the next show. Peace.